Hello, everyone. Alright, so I'm finally doing this right. I'm finally doing my reaction towards and like commentary on my Cameo video from 2024 from Taylor Bybee, where he would rank my top 10 roller coasters. Fun fact. Uh, so yeah, this is an interesting video given that I've never really done this before. When I did this back in 2024, and also it was kind of interesting to see like how he would react, given that haven't really much ridden too many coasters back then, in which the list is kind of like interesting, I'll say. And, he kind of points this out as well, but I think like it's kind of worth like commenting like like just raw emotion of like what he thinks, and it's like how to like like give a little context and like comment on stuff that I pretty much want. So yeah, I guess that out of the way, I think we will start. Here's Diesel's own personalized top 10 roast from Coaster Studios. Yay!
Hey, thanks for reaching out to us here on Cameo and sending in your top 10 favorite roller coasters. Out of the 46 you've experienced, we got some stuff to talk about.
Yeah, okay, so you have a note. Note that only SeaWorld San Diego...
Oh, one more thing. Yeah, I have like 76 as of recording this. Pretty much pretty much a like big significant jump, and a lot of yeah, it's like this year's list will look definitely different. I think I need to get this one out of the way first. Let Sarah say something first though.
Elitch, not including Sidewinder, has park completion. Okay, so you haven't ridden everything at Magic then.
Yeah, because Magic Mountain has a lot of roller coasters. I mean, I think it's like 19 or something like that. So
That's nuts.
I'm already gonna say, yeah, next time you get the opportunity to revisit, I would say Knott's Berry Farm and Magic Mountain. Those are gonna shake things up.
Yeah. Just a little spoiler for this year's list. I'm gonna say that yeah, that definitely tracks. A lot of like what uh as like has changed was like I definitely completed Six Flags Magic Mountain and mostly Knott's Berry Farm. The biggest ones I'm missing is Jaguar, which I don't think it's too important for a list like this. Uh, and I've also went to like some of the other parks, which I'll kind of keep under wraps unless he mentions something like that. But yeah, anyways.
Yeah, because it looks like they got a good amount. Okay, so hold on, let's go from top to bottom. So Twisted Colossus at number 1.
Yeah, that's very solid.
I mean, if that's the RMC, one of 2 RMCs that you've done, because it looks like your top 2 are both RMCs.
Yeah.
I'm not shocked to see them on there.
Right. When I first visited Magic Mountain, Twisted Colossus was my favorite ride there as well.
If I had a duel, maybe I'd like it better, but right now it just frustrates
When
me.
it duels, it is freaking awesome. I'm not sure if you've gotten a dueling ride or not, but I mean, regardless, like the airtime is great, and it's a very solid layout.
Yeah, because I feel like when I went on my first RMC, like, it didn't even matter if it wasn't, like, the best. It was just, like, so unlike anything I'd ever done before. I was like, oh, this is, like, my favorite thing ever.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Twisted Colossus is now outdated. I'm sorry to say. I'm sorry. I don't get too much of the RMC hype nowadays. Yeah, it's like it feels strange. Like that thing like kind of dropped off for me. Like the ride was still like the same. It's just me that changed. And good news is I at the very least got a dueling ride, which it's pretty exciting to see though. Not that it changed much of the ride experience, but getting on it and like going up the lift hills like is kind of exciting, given it's kind of a rarity to do. It makes I know people complain that this ride doesn't really have the best for like dueling, but it makes it much more special when you can actually like time it up, because like good job, you put into effort, you are definitely going to race somebody. versus something like West Coast Racers. Yes, it has dueling, and yes, it does interact with the trains, but it's not as fun as like getting and like loading in, getting the ride operators, getting through the checking process, and then just dispatching to like go up the lift hills and stuff.
So I totally get it.
Yeah, and then Wonder Woman Flight of Courage is up next. So that is a very nice single rail coaster. Again, something that's a very unique and different sensation than a lot of other rides out there.
We love.
Yeah. West Coast Racers.
Okay. And then Wonder Woman Flight of Courage. That my opinion on this kind of actually heightened, even though it was already at the number 2 spot. I actually now appreciate it more than when I did my Magic Mountain review, given, like what Sarah kind of said, it's like RMC kind of like impressive, given that the forces were pretty extreme, and the really main thing I was kind of ranking it off of with strong memory was the first drop. Now I don't really. As like I think there's much more to the layout, which you'll have to see when we get to the new review. Yay! And I'll probably describe that when we get to the newer Cameo reaction video. Hopefully.
I always joke about this one because it's literally just like Twisted Colossus, but they actually fixed the dueling problem.
You know what? West Coast Racers is underrated. It is a really fun ride. I think that a lot of people just are like, it's Premiere and it's got comfort collars, so immediately they write it off. But I'm like, you know what? If you can look past that, it's actually a really good ride.
The layout is awesome. Yeah, it's sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly, I kind of also like the lap bars from West Coast Racers. It feels kind of exposed, like not in like shin guards or anything. That's definitely cramped. But I'm talking about the lap bar component where it doesn't like hug your legs. More so, like it kind of gives some room for like hang time, which I actually really appreciate from this ride. I definitely think like both Wonder Woman and West Coast Racers have like a lot of variety and elements, hence why I like them so much. And I think like West Coast Racers has a bit better pacing. Wonder Woman kind of have like a dead spot here or there, but West Coast Racers definitely like a pretty solid pretty consistent pacing. Something kind of like best from the premieres,
Manta at SeaWorld San Diego, actually a great like mock family coaster.
Yeah.
I'm actually impressed that you have Manta over Hang Time though coming up next.
I mean, to be fair, Manta. Alright, Manta at the very least has like more variety and elements, and it feels a bit more unique compared to Hang Time. Like I get that you have like the Beyond Vertical Drop and like Lift Hill and all of these like wacky elements, but it's just like feeling it feels similar to like a lot of similar to like a lot of B&M loopers. None of the ones that I fell in love with, but the ones that are more that are like think of like Scream or something. Yeah. And also like it's like it just mainly has airtime airtime on Hang Time, which that kind of differentiates it, which that's kind of cool, but overall I wouldn't say it's like a layout where it's like I'm really like liking so much that it is one of my favorite multi-loopers, which I'll kind of get to in the next year's list. Oh boy, I'm so excited.
Hang Time is a pretty cool ride.
I probably would agree.
You think Manta over it?
I don't know.
Does Hang Time not do it for you?
Much for me. Like some of them I think are fun.
I like Hang Time. I'll give you that Manta is nice, like how sprawling of a layout it is. And there's like a lot of different stuff where Hang Time is very compact.
That's the thing is it's very inversion heavy, and I'm not as into inversion.
I think Manta has a couple moments where it's a little sluggish.
That's alright.
Yeah, okay. And then here's where we get to the one that I am not a fan of. Your number 6 take. Mindy Racer at Lich Gardens.
Oh boy. I think like I totally get why people don't like SLCs. the it's like there's a lot of shaky moments that like kind of shift around in the track. Both as in as long as like the trains don't really like help with like if your shoulder pad or the head pads of the shoulder restraints, whatever you describe it. But in terms of like Mind Eraser and another SLC I've done so far, Professor Screamer Skywinder, I could tolerate some of the roughest, like neither of them I got headbanging, which is pretty cool, pretty interesting, not gonna lie. And then as well, like they have like pretty forceful inversions, which I kind of like some of the inversions that are like kind of sudden. Like I know it's not the most comfortable, which in the design philosophy, like you're making this for the general public, and they're not, and like these forces should not really be like kind of like whiplashy type of thing. But these inversions are personally kind of fun. It is a decent inverted coaster, I'll say. Like, I probably wouldn't say it's my favorite inverted coaster anymore. Maybe my least favorite so far. But it's not that I don't call it a bad layout. I can enjoy the layout. It's not that rough and stuff. Interestingly, what Bybee is going to say later is, yeah, this is probably going to be... It is one of the most hated SLCs, but we don't know what happens to Elitch Gardens, so...
Must be young if you can take a beating like that and not have like a 5-day coaster hangover afterward.
Yeah.
I've done this ride once and I did not like it. Fun fact,
I've heard it's one of the worst coasters, period.
Yeah, fun fact for you. There's a roller coaster rating website, and I think Mind Eraser is one of the top. Specifically, that Mind Eraser at Elitch Gardens is one of the top. It's like top 5 or top 10 like worst rated coasters in the entire world.
Oh my!
I remember seeing the Theme Park Crazy video. I think it might have changed, but I'm not sure when I checked Captain Coaster again.
Gosh.
So yeah, that's like it's just generally not loved at all.
That's horrid.
Yeah. So
you got weird taste.
Right, because I'm looking then at your number 7, Scream at Magic Mountain. Like Scream is not an incredible ride. However, I would definitely place it above Mind Eraser.
So I'm wondering, so some of the ones that I'm noticing are not on here, like Ghost Rider.
I did it.
Accelerator.
I did it last year.
Silver Bullet.
Tatsu.
I did it this year.
No X2.
I did it this year.
So I'm guessing you didn't, like you said, you didn't get on everything. So.
Yeah. So I mean, I imagine once you get on,
I'm gonna take a guess that you're from California, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe like a little spoilers. I'm fond of Ghost Rider, definitely. That definitely caters to my taste. Accelerator, that thing's short as hell. Did not make my top 20. Then as well, do we have Riddler's Revenge? That's actually no wait. I don't think he mentioned that. Forgot the other one. And then Tatsu, yeah, that's a fun one as well. We'll see.
Next up, though, is Adrenaline Peak over in Oregon.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I would take that over Mind Eraser, that's for sure.
Bro.
Adrenaline Peak is nice. I mean,
Let's just get rid of Mind Eraser.
It's a very smooth ride. Not mine.
What about, just replace with Dread Northeaster. We'll see later.
So Adrenaline Peak is very smooth. Very cool light package if you do that at night.
Emperor being below Mind Eraser. What the heck?
Emperor's pretty good. That's a good dive coaster.
Emperor's like criminally low on this list.
It is.
I would put it at 6.
Emperor should be, I would say at least 6.
Yeah,
definitely.
5 or 6.
I think some people will say that's even the best ride of the park, like over Manta. So.
Yeah. I mean, to some credit, I forgot my list, but I think I rank Emperor now above, let's see, Mind Eraser, yes. And then as well, it's like, yes, that is definitely like a forceful layout. I definitely really love the pacing on that thing.
In that case, that could be as high as number 4. Just depends on how much you like the drop gimmick.
I'm sorry, I'm yawning a little bit. It's just late.
Yeah,
it has nothing to do with you.
And then number 10.
Is great.
Number 10 is Batman the Ride at Six Flags Magic Mountain. If you like that one, which I mean, very intense experience. There's a lot of B&M inverts that you could go and check out that I think you'd also really like.
Which is now over Mind Eraser, so yeah.
Because Batman coasters they're good. They're really strong.
Batman coasters are stupid intense.
They're so intense. Yeah. It's a lot.
If you like that Batman the ride, you have to make it a point to go to Six Flags Over Georgia and ride their Batman. It's a clone, but it's like somehow just multiple miles per hour faster. I don't get it.
The one at Magic Mountain though does run pretty good. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yes. I'd also be curious to see where you would place like Riddler's Revenge, like if you got that, or maybe you've already ridden it and it just didn't crack your top 10.
Riddler. You know what? That thing's awesome. Not gonna lie. That would definitely rank higher. But this list, I think I should set. Maybe I should send Bybee this list again. The previous video to compare to, my new list. Yay.
I refuse to believe that any of those rides would not beat out Mind Racer.
Or Scream. Scream is, again, it's okay. There's definitely some others that I would place above.
That's fair.
Yeah. But anyways.
Excited to see this list change.
Yes, this list will definitely change. Yeah. And eventually maybe we'll make it out east to be able to check out some of the theme parks out there. There's a lot of really cool places out there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Heck yeah.
But thank you so much for supporting Coasters. We really appreciate it. Happy holidays.
Alright, and pretty much, I definitely traveled a little bit more, not too much, but I've traveled a little bit more. So I got around 30 roller coasters this year. And it's this list definitely has changed a lot. I know there's I think three roller coasters here that definitely will stay, but then the rest will just disappear. This is kind of strange how lists are, but I guess this is how you go through roller coasters. Pretty much, you get new stuff, and you pretty much develop more and more. Honestly, a little bit like a verdict. I think going to Six Flags Magic Mountain was definitely really fun. Those are probably some of my favorite roller coaster times, really. And a lot of my favorites actually come from that park, which, in fact, a lot of them from the that I haven't ridden in 2024 are definitely there. Are definitely on this list, definitely. Knott's Berry Farm is has a couple of them, which some of them a lot of them are decent. Only one of them I kind of find to be elite. Guys can guess which one it is. And then as well, we went to two other parks that are definitely eligible right now. Those are Six Flags America, which we didn't have Batwing or Superman open, unfortunate. And then as well, we had King's Dominion, although Pantherian wasn't open. That's ugh. I'll forever cry about that. But yeah, I think in terms of how my list is, I know Bybee and Sarah's gonna get is gonna see you and be kind of interested in this newer list, given there's interesting changes. It's not really not really too natural. I mean, it's not really something that they would kind of expect, is what I'm saying. Obviously, I'm going off script. Actually, I didn't have a script. I meant I'm not going off a script. But yeah, pretty much. These are the coasters I have, and I'm excited for my new list. All right. I guess we'll see each other till December 25th. So here we are with Cameo. I'll see you all later.